Alright, welcome back. So, plugging away here. So where have we got to so far? I finally found my junction. So I've taken this one apart and I've cleaned it, put a new one in, and I'm getting a new sensor to go in it. So that's been reconditioned, some new pipe. What else have I done? I've changed the water connector here at the back on the firewall. As you can see, nice and shiny, nice and new. The old one was, it was painted, it was sprayed, it didn't look the worst. But it's like one of those things that when you're at this point, it's a cheap enough part to swap it over, because then I don't have to worry about it again. Or same as the inside, the two pipes that go to your heater box. Again, one looked like it's been replaced at one stage and one wasn't. So when you see one that has and one that hasn't, something went wrong at some point. So I swapped the two of them out, so they're all being done. Other than that, it's a little slow. I got the windscreen frame on, but I haven't put the clamps down yet because I've given them a little touch of paint, waiting for them to come back. Of course, all my tools and everything sit in the middle, so I have to clean that out. What else have I done? I've put the strut on. I put the rear tail lights on. Again, it's finding stuff in the box. It depends. Some things I can put on and I can't. I put the fuel tank on. I'm at two minds whether to put the original cap on or not. I don't know. I'll see. I was debating even to put the original gasket in, but fuel tank is in. I haven't got to the fun parts yet. There's some interesting fun parts that's going to go in this, but unfortunately it won't be on camera. Obviously I wanted to do the holes, because now what does allows me then to start doing some vent holes out and put the glove box in, and it allows me to start getting back in the dash now that I've changed them two hoses. I won't get near the gearbox because now I'm waiting for the wiring to come in, because I've changed to an A-type, so I have to rewire up the overdrive. That's really it. I'll put the glass in. So here's his glasses going in. He wants to keep his original glasses, nothing wrong with it. So that's going to come out of there, and we're going to transfer onto this frame. So that one was painted. So that's where I am for a moment. A few things I need to do is start putting the pedestal on, and I have to get the exhaust manifold cleaned out, because it's outside here and it's absolutely filthy inside. So I need to clean that out. I may end up sandblasting some of that just to get it cleaned up. So I'm slowly starting to put some shiny stuff on. I think I'll move on to the wipers next, put the tubing in, so I have all that done, and that will allow me then to continue on more. Steering column, I have started to paint it. I'm changing the knuckles down here, so the knuckle's going to be a new knuckle, top and bottom. The bush in the middle is going to be done. The bushing and the thing of it, and the actual steering column on the inside has been changed. So there's a a lot of stuff being done. So certainly not cutting short of it. That's it. All right. So I guess for now we shall roll on some high speed of where I've gotten to, and I'm going to continue on and do a bit more. So all right. See you in a bit. welcome back. So, I'm going to move on to a little bit of wiring here. You would have seen all the bits and pieces I got up to so far. I did move a little bit more forward, like I did put the distributor in. That wasn't on camera just because unfortunately there was people here, so I couldn't actually record, and I wanted to keep moving along as I went on with it. So yeah, other than that, if you've seen the videos, it's sort of like front to back, front to back, front to back. Like I'm sort of bouncing around where I'm going to, but I'm slowly getting there. Now, what we're going to move to on is the alternator. So what we're going to do with this is that this alternator was replaced. So it's a new one. We sell them here at Tr6 parts as well. Most of the time you get them, you pretty much like, you get replacements that are the 18 ACO. And what you find is that like in this case, when you get a new wiring harness, it's meant for the original one. So you have 2 pins here and you have a single sitting here. And the problem is that this one the block takes 3 of them. So how do I get this on? Because this one now has to go onto one of the big tabs. Let me show you. So, as I zoom in. So we find if you follow the wiring harness is that a lot of the early ones had a little extra tab along here, like a little separate one. So the twin block will go in, and this will go in on its own separately. Sorry, zoomed in so much you can't even see it. This will go in separately off to the side. However, in this case, this brown one here needs to go into this slot because it's going to go onto one of the big spade connectors, but it's not going to fit here. So I'm going to show you a little one we can do with. So instead of cutting and chopping wires, because I don't like doing that, I'm going to show you how to make a little bridge that will solve that problem. So I'm lucky enough here, what I do is, you can use any color wire, as long as it's the right ampage wire, gauge. But I'm lucky because all the old wiring harness I don't use that are gone, I cut up and I keep bits and pieces. So this has to be a solid brown. And I keep them because I want to keep the same color code. So in other words, if this was, let's say, brown with a white stripe or brown with a yellow stripe, I'll go into the bucket and I'll find a brown with yellow stripe and I'll take a piece off and I'll use whatever I need so I follow the same color. In this case, it's solid brown. Now, what else are you going to need to do this? Well, you're going to need these 2 pieces. You're going to need a male spade. In this case, it's a heat shrink because that's going to go into the female spade here. And then you need one of these. It's basically the male spade, but it's just a bigger version. So I got these honestly through Amazon because of the bigger size. And sometimes you can get a kit that gives you all the different range and sizes. So I got this and I'm simply going to put the wire to it. And then actually this goes right into the block connector. Pretty straightforward. All right, so let's do this. And I find out where I put my wire cutters. So I only need a small bridge. So I'm going to zoom out because I'm a little too close. You only need a small bridge. So just enough to reach it. So I'm literally going to take off just what I need off this. Actually, you know, I might need to change that end because this is a thick enough wire, and I think the one I picked is too small. So this blue one is meant for a smaller gauge wire, so I need to change it for a different one, a bigger one. Just happen to have them all behind me here. So this wire should be the blue one. The blue one's a little thicker. This works for the new alternators when you get them, especially when you get the new wiring harness, because it's set up for the original one. And when you change the alternator, they're done a little different because they're not, even though that's a Lucas one, they're just not done the same. But the 18 ACR you can actually run for even the early models. It's the same. You just have to rearrange where the wiring is going. So I'm just trying to get this in, doesn't want to go in. All right, there we go. That's the first part of it. I'm going to use the other end and put this piece on. These are not as easy to get on. I find it's often hard to flex these down. I try to put the sleeve in the first piece, but honestly, I've no great way of doing it other than get one flat, one dead flat, and then put one over. And I find this one here, this tool here is the best one to do it. Me personally. At least I can get it nice and flat there. I do the same for here. I just literally push one down. There we go. Because there is the other type of wire strippers. The one I do like as well, don't get me wrong, it's the one where you clip and it spreads it apart. That's pretty good. But I find that for clamping them together, it's terrible. So, there we go there. So, nice clean finish. Now what I can do is I can actually, I can pop this in here. So this lid should pop off. What should I say? Oh my God. It's brand new, so it's so stiff. There you go. And then I'm simply going to place it in, just make sure it's going the right direction. The good thing about these, you already have the clip on the back, just go straight in. Click, done. Bend the wire around. Put the cover back on. Oh my God. Easier said than done, huh? I'm trying to turn it around. I think what's not helping is this is sticking out a bit far. No, it has to go this way because of this slant. It's slotted. Oh, come on. Oh, just about. It's pretty much on. Oh. Alright, I'll have to come back, push that in a bit more. Anyway, so this is in. Oh, air pops out again. All I'll do then is connect these two together. That's it. So, just wish it would fit a little easier. Oh my God, the struggle. I tell you now, if I wasn't recording, I guarantee I'd go first time. I'd put money on it. So what it is because it's out so far, it needs to bend a bit more. Just need to get the... Alright, I'm going to come back to that. Anyway, otherwise you're just going to watch me struggle and struggle. That's it, and then actually that can just pop in there. So, that's it. That's everything. Now I need to get the cap on the back because a lot of the alternators, or the new ones, will have the little bar that comes around. So just have to turn it around, put a bit more pressure to click this on. Only because you can see, sorry, rather than watching me there struggling. You can see where it just sits out a bit. So what I'll do is I'll get little pliers and I'm going to bend it a bit. Just bend it enough just to try to give me a bit more. Sorry, just a bit more to get the cover back on. Funny enough, the other ones I've done, I've had the other wiring harness and I put it in, it clicked in, it was fine. I didn't have that issue. They went straight on, no problem. So, I don't know. Just unfortunate, this one. Anyway, so that's it. Like I said, just creating a little bridge, and you continue the wire on. That's it. Simple as that. And you can do that for, like I said, the brand new 18 ACRs you get if you run into the same problem with the wiring. If you happen to have the block connector, and again, you can do the same thing, pop them out and put them in whatever order you want it, once you follow your wiring diagram. Anyway, that's really it. So, like I said, I got the distributor in. Continuing on. It's slowly starting to come together. The valve cover I have to go put on. I won't put that on fully yet because not till it's actually running. In case I need to change or adjust it. And that's it. I'm going to start connecting all the wiring up. I say I do it and I don't. I keep saying I'm going to do that because I look at it and then I move on to something completely different. But now that, like I said, I changed the in here, the return what returns. Now I can actually start running the piping up. However, I had to go out and get hose because I wanted to do these. And basically what I was saying, the reason why I go back and forth, really, is to do this, I need to put the tubing in. But I haven't got the tubing, so I have to wait. So it's like every time I want to do something, I have to go get something else. So now I have the tubing. They didn't have the T-bar. Oh, great. So now I still have to go somewhere else now to get the T-bar because I have to get that all in to put the cap on. Then when I get that on, I can put the vent hose in because all the piping is in behind. So one thing is to another. You sort of have to start somewhere, but that's the way it is. This isn't fully down yet, so anybody has noticed it. I haven't actually put the bolts through here yet because I was just touching them up with a bit of paint because they were a little rough. Other than that, the glove box is there ready to go in. Fuel tank is in. That's really it. That's where I am at the moment. So again, thanks for watching. Appreciate the comments. Like I said, there is something exciting coming. There's something different, unique. I'm obviously not going to say what it is. I know some people are going to have their guesses. Somebody already did. No, it is not a supercharger. If I had the $6,000, I'd put one in, but not this one because this is somebody else's. But one of the P6P cars we're doing, we will eventually put a supercharger in it. That's for sure. Just not this time. Not this one. Yeah, it's going to be unique, and like I said, at the very end you won't see it till I'm finished the car because I'm not going to show you what I put in. There's going to be some electrical items put in here. They're going to be different. You won't see that in the video, so I can't. You'll see some point the carpet or something that be in because there's hidden wires because I don't want you to see them. Only because at the very end I want to do a video where you see everything functional, but it's more like here's the stuff I put in, and then I will record what I do. You just won't see that because then if you want to see it, I'll do it at the very end and I'll show you how I actually done it. That's it. So again, thanks for watching. I appreciate everybody who watches the videos. I appreciate all the nice comments and the information, and as usual the different opinions and the styles and the likes. And again, I appreciate the people who hit the subscribe button. It means a lot to me. And yeah, that's it. Hope you watch the next part of the video. So stay tuned as we continue on with the delph blue Tr6. I keep wanting to say Tr4. I don't know why, because it's a 74. All right. Thanks for watching. See you in the next part.